Oh, hush. I know I'm late on this, okay? But let's just go with the Smackdown review. Hey! Tonight on Smackdown, CM Punk, Ryback, The Shield, and Sheamus vs. Ziggler in the main event. And Cena, our show, are also still here. John Cena comes out, he cuts a promo on Ziggler, Del Rio and Rodriguez come out. Cena goes comedic. I'm not going to put quotation marks around it anymore. Del Rio calls him a gringo el stupido, which I like. Cena says he has a match with Del Rio right now and then hits him. Come back from commercial break, the match begins. And I'm really not going to say every freaking move they do in the match because, well, I don't want my things to be 30 minutes long anymore, unless it's a pay-per-view. So, you know, Cena takes control, Del Rio comes back and targets the ribs. Ziggler watches backstage. Del Rio looks like he has a bald spot on the top of his head, which I thought was funny. Del Rio targets the left arm. Del Rio misses the senton off the top rope. 5 moves of doom. AA reversed into a backstabber. Back and forth they go. AA reversed again into the cross arm breaker, but that got reversed into the STF. Del Rio goes to the ropes. Top rope famouser by John Cena for the win. Ziggler attacks Cena after the match with the briefcase on the stage, and then he has a smirk on his face. I gave that match a 7-star. They showed the Shield attacking Team Hell No from Raw last week, and then a stare down backstage between Team Hell No, and Kofi says, you know, hopefully tonight you two can get along for a 6-man tag. Bryan compliments Kane. Kane returns the favor and compliments Bryan. They chant yes. Kofi looks confused. Then Cena's backstage wanting to fight Ziggler. Booker tells him not to. He tells him do not go during that match. And then there was a squash match between Great Khali and Otunga, and Great Khali had Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle did his butt bomb drop to Otunga. Khali chops for the win. I gave that match a 4-star because I like I thought I did. Because I like Otunga and I like Hornswoggle. So it got a 4-star. Anyway, going to hour 2, we have Barrett and the Primetime Players take it on Team Hell No and Kofi. Kane and Darren Young started it out. Kane dominates Young and then tags in Bryan. Team Hell No kind of isolate and dominate Young. Then O'Neal comes in and they dominate him. Come back from Kofi, taking it to Derek, or they come back from the break and Kofi's taking it to Derek. Bryan comes in and then gets isolated by the PTP, Primetime Players, and Wade Barrett. Then tag to Young, hot tag to Kane, chokeslam, flying headbutt called the Flying Goat, and then the no lock for the win. And I gave that match a 7-star because it was pretty good. Striker interviews Sheamus. They show the round rebound with Punk, Kane, Shield, Bryan, and Ryback. Damien Sandow comes out looking for an apprentice. He picks a guy, a very, very small guy, from the audience, has him answer 3 questions. He gets the first 2 right because they were very easy, and then gets the 3rd one wrong. And then they show the Attitude DVD, and then Sandow dominates Kid because they were in a match. He worked on the abdomen and the back. Kid makes a comeback doing a suicide dive, springboard elbow, but hits the knees. Sandow gets the end neck breaker for the 3. I gave that match a 6-star because I do like both wrestlers. They show John Cena's 300th Make-A-Wish. And it really tears at your heartstrings and makes you tear up a little bit, because when you do think about it, even though he might not be the best wrestler in the world, or even close, you know, he's still a great guy. Striker then interviews Ziggler. Ziggler cuts a great promo, but he can't stop staring at Striker's Fu Manchu mustache because it was still No Shave November. Or Mustache November, or whatever the heck you want to call it. And then it's the Usos versus three-man band, and the Usos dominate a three-man band. They pretty much, you know, the whole match, it was all Usos until the end. The numbers caught up to him. Full Nelson Slam by Mahal for the 3 on one of the Usos. I can't remember which one's which, but anyway, I gave that match a 6-star. Then it was time for your main event, which was Ziggler versus Sheamus, and they go back and forth. Sheamus gets up, the upper hand, after catching Ziggler. Sheamus does a follow-away slam into the guardrail. They go back and forth. Show comes out, beats on Sheamus, and Ziggler gets DQ'd. Then Cena comes out and saves Sheamus. AA to Ziggler. Double shoulder block to Show. And that was the end of the show. I gave that match a 7-star, and I gave the whole show a 7-star.